my next question is, if you could collaborate with any person, dead or alive, who would you pick? And for what?
Interesting. I mean, I have this fantasy of making a movie with Miley Cyrus.
What? Seriously?
Like, yeah, I think she'll be amazing for like an experimental film.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
Like, I don't have like a concrete plan, but I think first of all, she's a great actress. I don't know if you've seen her in. There was this one Black Mirror episode. I hate Black Mirror, by the way.
Yeah.
But there's one Black Mirror episode that like she stars in, and she does an amazing job. She's a really great actress. She's a great singer. So I have this like vague concept, of like this experimental film. Like it's not shot in black and white, but it's very black and white in my head. So like the environment is like very dull, very like eerie.
Yeah.
Like a decaying environment in a way. Yeah, with like these like strong white neon lights. And Miley Cyrus.
Just Miley Cyrusing.
Exactly, yeah, because she's also good at being weird.
Yeah, for sure.
So I feel like like a collaboration where I do like the video and sound production, and she just comes up with like weird stuff, and we edit it into like a weird short experimental film. I feel like this might be like
Interesting.
like a good collaboration, you know?
I did not expect that. Also that you were like so ready for that. Like you were ready with that.
A lot of people I would like to collaborate with, right? But like this is like a very specific vision I once had.
Yeah. No, totally get that. Like sometimes it's just like this one weird image that you conjure up in your brain. And you're like, yes, this thing. Like I don't know how, I don't know when, but I want to make this a reality.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, who would you collaborate with?
I think I would like to collaborate like with Frida Kahlo. Because she seems to be like such a badass character, like person.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I find it like really interesting that like she was really I'm going to shit on liberals now, but like just trigger warning.
Yeah. It's fine.
But
Go
like
ahead.
pulling off my sleeves. No, but like it's really interesting that like I also like I love her art. But like she's like a very clearly like a socialist communist artist. Like you also see it in her art and like her old vibe and her story and stuff.
Definitely, yeah.
But she was like adopted in the past few years by like the liberal movement.
Yeah, and like very capitalist and like consumerist.
And they're merchandising her.
Yeah, which is so weird.
Fucking weird.
It's so weird because she would be so against that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like so strange. And like I see like models like doing like the Frida Kahlo unibrow, as if it's like, you know, like a very progressive thing.
It's she's become like this weird commodity, kind of like a symbol for various things. Like some things I absolutely get. Like she is definitely like a queer person that's like very important, and I also feel like it's important to remember that she's a bisexual person and like that she that was a big part of her life, and also that her art has like this very raw and personal feeling to it, and I understand that a lot of people connect to it, but it's like if you connect to it, you should understand that Frida Kahlo is anti-capitalist and anti-consumerist.
I mean, I think it's more complicated than that because like she spent a long time in the States, right? And like her greatest success during her career was when she was in the States, I think.
Yeah, could be. I'm honestly
because she got like a lot of
entirely
connections
sure,
there.
Yeah,
and, like, she
no,
was
for
like
sure,
displayed a lot, and like I think she was like too experimental for the like socialist tendencies. But and I mean, there's also like this very interesting story with her husband, who was obviously like jealous of her.
Yes.
But like also like the whole affair with Trotsky, which is amazing.
It's like the people she just like shared a bed with or like just had affairs with it's really eclectic.
Yeah. So I mean, I get why liberals like her because she was so like a sexually liberal. But yeah, like she would definitely hate like what's going on now with like the way her art is being like presented and how she's being like marketed as this like, because now they're only marketing her as like a queer symbol, like her art is like secondary.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing that also bothers me. That's it, like she herself kind of has become an icon.
Yeah.
And not her work, and like her work is so beautiful and important, I feel like, because it is very raw and very it describes very personal and like very vulnerable positions, and I feel like it's kind of sad that like most people maybe just know like Frida Kahlo because of like, you know, the famous portrait. It's like put on stuff, or like because of, I don't know, some iconography, but they never really looked at her body of work.
Yeah.
And for me, it's more like I would love to be like just like collaborate on a painting with her. Like just the idea that you paint on something and have like a communal experience kind of, because I feel like in some ways, I mean, of course, I can't say for sure because she's dead and I can't meet her, but like in some ways, like I feel a connection to her, like in the way that she deals with mental health and depression and her self-image also, and that's why I feel like it would be cool to just work on a painting with her, like a big mural or something.
Ooh, cool.
Also, second choice would be Eartha Kitt.
Who that?
She was like an actress and singer, I think.
Okay.
And she was just this super cool, emancipated, and like, I don't give a fuck lady. She also voiced, I don't know if you know The Emperor's New Groove from Disney. Yeah. She voiced Isma.
Aha, okay.
Yeah. And she just seems like
Did they base the character on her? Like when they wrote the character, they already knew that she'll voice her?
I mean, I don't know about that, but like in the final project, they definitely based some stuff off of her. Okay. For sure. Like,
interesting.
Yeah, and I don't know, like everything I've seen from her is just like, she's this super cool lady, and I'm like, I don't know how or why or in what way I would love to collaborate with her, but she's also already dead.
Cool.
So, yeah.
So you want to collaborate with dead people?
Yes, some, you know, necrophilic collaboration.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. To necrophilic collaborations.
To necrophilic collaborations.